Hello everybody. Angie here. I'm coming on to do my weekly make for my challenge here that I have been doing here on YouTube, hashtag 1 to 6 picks challenge. Each week I post my video on Friday. I roll the dice. Whatever number that die lands on, I have to randomly select prompts out of my little bowl here and do a make out of it. It could be any make you want. It could be a tag. It could be a journal card, any type of piece of ephemera. It could be a collage page. It could be an art page, whatever you want to do. Just have fun and think outside the box and create something beautiful with the prompts that were chosen. So for last week, when we ended the video, we chose the prompts rainbow and instrument. Okay, so we're gonna get right into this and see what I can come up with. Now, I pondered over this for quite a while, and I think I came up with something that I'm going to be pleased with in my mind, visually anyway, but now we got to take those thoughts and put them down on paper. So let's get going. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good. These prompts kind of stumped me for a moment, but I think I've got an idea. This is just a Spellbinders die, and I was going to run it through my die cut machine, but I was just too lazy to dig it out, plug it in, it's an electric one, and do all that stuff. So I just traced it, and I'm just going to do a fussy cut. Okay, so please be patient with me. Only take a minute to cut this out and see what we can do here. This is just a piece of watercolor paper, and I chose that because I'm going to be using watercolors on this piece today. Now in this challenge, sorry, when I'm fussy cutting sometimes I have to be quiet. Oh my goodness. Get around this turn. The prompts are selected and you have to work with those particular prompts, but anything else that you want to include and bring into your piece is totally optional. It's completely up to you. It's just, called a challenge to kind of maybe work with pieces that that you haven't thought about, or put pieces together that you've never worked with or thought to, combining. I mean, we all have our signature pieces that we enjoy working with. It may be grunge. It may be, I don't know, steampunked. It may be vintage. It may be shabby chic, and we tend to gravitate to certain pieces when we're doing those. So the challenge of this part is to, combining pieces that you wouldn't think might go together, and that might not be aesthetically pleasing, as you would say, but choosing random pieces and making them come together and play together nicely, like on the playground. You got to play nicely and create something that you like is the challenge, and it's a lot of fun. So feel free to join in at any time. I'd love to have you. You might want to just do one make here and there. You might want to start from the beginning of the series. Look at my playlist there, my videos, and you will see week 1. And I'm just going to work with this until all these prompts are gone. And I just sat down one day and just started writing random words that came to mind, put them in the bowl, and there was over 160 of them. So, and I wanted to have a good variety, quantity, because, I could easily roll a 6 every single week, and we will go through these prompts like lickety-split. Or I could just as easily roll a 1 or a 2, and, it take longer. But I think that's part of the fun in this challenge. Okay, so here we go. We've got a nice, pretty little decorated piece of paper that we're going to work on. Now, like I said, I am going to be working with watercolors today. So let me pull out, I don't know, a couple. I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but let's see. Okay, I think I got everything I need. Now the prompts for this week are music and rainbow. Okay, so we're going to work with the rainbow first. And now, I'm no art major here, so please bear with me. Put a little water on here. And this is watercolor paper. Normally you would put a little water on your paper just so the colors will blend and flow a little bit, but I want them to come together, but I don't want them to spread. So I'm not gonna wet this paper, okay? All right, let's see. What do I wanna do? Make sure I'm in frame. I think I am. Yeah, okay. Now, let's see what I can come up with here. Like I said, you can have something in your head, but bringing it to life can be a challenge sometimes. All right, we're going to work on the rainbow portion first. So this will be kind of a quiet part of the video. I may get a little quiet because I don't really know what I want to do. So I'm kind of thinking as I go, okay? So if I get quiet, please don't take offense. I'm just concentrating, processing my thoughts to put them down on paper. And I should have chose the other yellow. This one kind of looks like a, or maybe I had some color on my paintbrush from before, I don't know. Doesn't look as bright of a yellow as I would have liked. Let me dab into the other yellow and see what that does. See, it's yellow, but maybe I probably had some color on my brush, no doubt. I'm bad about that sometimes. Put a little bit of that in there. For the most part, I want just nice straight lines. So that's why I didn't treat my paper first. I'm just trying to get a somewhat even circle. Trying to decide how big I want it to go. I think I'm gonna go just a little bit larger. Watercolors can be so fun. I don't use watercolors that often. I tend to gravitate to my Tim Holtz oxide inks, you know, because they kind of do somewhat of the same thing. Blend really well, but yeah. Watercolors are fun to play with also. Okay, I think that's a pretty good size there. Yeah. All right, let's try and get the color out of there. On to our next color, and I think I'm going to do, actually I'm just going to put the color right on my palette there. All right. See what we can do. Now, some of these prompts kind of make you think a little bit. So how you interpret those prompts are completely up to you as well. You know, it doesn't have to be literal for the word. I mean, you can interpret the prompt however you choose. And that's part of the creative process and fun. Oops, got my finger in there. See, watercolors, they're going to blend, but I want that kind of straight line for the most part, I think. But you can still move the color. I think I'm getting a little upside down my circle there. Let's bring that out a little bit on this side. Probably should have gotten my heat gun, but hopefully each layer will dry somewhat quickly. Okay, that's good enough, I think. Let's wipe that brush off a bit. And now I think I'm gonna do a light blue. Oh, it's kind of running on me. Let's see if we can fix that. See, that's what I didn't want. See, I think I'm getting too much water on my brush here and too much paint before each. But we'll see if we can go back and fix that. Grab a little piece of, and dab some of that up. There we go. And go back in with the appropriate color. There we go. I just take my time. Sometimes we get in too much of a hurry. Oh, I like those colors together. That looks good. I know you're probably saying, what is she going to do? Well, trust the process, and let's hopefully it will look good in the end. All right, let's try and clean that up a little bit right there. It's pretty round. Okay, I'm okay with that. bringing a little more color in. Trying to straighten up my edges a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the orange and try and clean that orange up a little bit. Okay, pretty good. I'm pleased with it. Let's move along to the next step. What I think I want to do now is cleaning up my brush a little bit here. I would like to, let me see, I need to dry that a little bit. I should have gotten my heat gun. Let me just fan that a little bit. Here's where the artistic part comes in a little bit. We'll see how good I do. Okay, I'm gonna need a fine brush, I think. Let's see. So with a small tip. All right, I'm gonna try this. It's not small, but okay. I think I'm gonna do something light. I'm going to start with a pink. That's nice and light. And I'm going to try and sketch I guess a music symbol. I want a nice fine line, I think, to start. I can always bring in more color if needed. You can tell I'm kind of nervous because I don't usually do real intricate stuff. See, my colors aren't drying real well. That's a start though. Okay, and then all right, now I want to come in with some darker color. Let's do and kind of get a little bit of a rainbow effect. I think I'm going to bring in a little red, a little darker color. Let's see. Let's do a little down here. I'm trying. Just dab the color on. Okay, let's come in with some, let's do some dark blue. See, now it's time to bring in the darker colors because we're laying those on top. And the reason I chose watercolors, just because I have more of a selection of colors. I would have probably used my Tim Holtz, but I don't have a lot of colors to choose from. See, I think I got too wide of a brush here. Let's see. I'm going to try this one. A little bit of a finer tip. Ah, I didn't want that. I've just got too much color on my brush. Let's try a little green. This isn't doing too well for me. I don't know how it's looking on camera, but I'm not extremely pleased with the look. Okay, trying to lift some of that color off. Be patient with me, guys, please. I'm going to get this the way I want it. One way or another. See, I'm trying to do multiple colors, and I think that's where I'm coming into a problem. Maybe I just go in with one darker color. There we go. It's starting to form. A little wonky, but I like it. Okay. Clean my brush a little bit. I think I'm going to go back in with some of the orange. Try and clean that up a little bit. I know I'm being a little particular, but that's okay. Oh, we can definitely tell what it is, so I'm okay with that. The color's blended just a bit, but that's okay. I expect them to blend some. That's why I did not treat my paper prior, because I didn't want too much of the color to run. Let's see if I can just touch that up a little bit. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. Now, maybe this one will be a little easier. I'm thinking, let's do some purple. Nice dark purple. And maybe right here. Ah. Don't have good control of my brush here. I'm just using the wrong one, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. I was hoping for a thin line, but we've got a little bit of a wider line. Well, if I change brushes, that would certainly help. Hang in there with me, guys. Okay, I like that. Let's do one over here. I'm gonna try and make a smaller one. There we go. I want a nice thin line. There we go. Okay. Let's do another one, I think. Let's do another one up here. I'm getting a little bit better with my lines by the time I get to the third one. Getting a little better control of my brush. Okay, I like that. See? Very nice. All right. I think I'll stop there. Now, let me think here for a second. Let's do do some red. Now this, I think I'm going to do a little splattering, because we've got that white background and we don't want that all white, so we got to add a little bit more color. It's coming together. What do you guys think? Like I said, you got to kind of trust the process. Not everything can be rushed, right? Oh, I like that. Okay. Let me grab another paper towel here and let's see. I think I want to do, I think we've got all the colors of the rainbow, right? Purple, blue, yellow, red. Maybe a little bit more blue. Let's do a different color blue, a different shade. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I like those big droplets, if I can get a few of those. Okay. Maybe a little bit more right over here. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm pleased with that. That looks really pretty. Very colorful. So that is my rainbow. I know it took a minute, but we're good. Okay. Now, my other prompt is instrument. And that is not quite dry. I'm going to try, for the sake of video, see if I can pick up some of that color a little bit. Without smudging it. That's really pretty. I like that. Okay, now I've got some Tim Holtz ink here. Let me grab my dabber. That was the time-consuming part there, is to get my colors down the way I wanted them, guys, but I am pleased with that. So now I'm going to bring in some Prized Ribbon Distressed Oxide around the edges. I think that's really pretty. Okay, then we're going to flip it over and we're going to do some lines. It's going to be a journal card. Let me grab my line stamp. And I'm going to use Vintage Photo for this. We're going to put some lines so we can do some writing back there. Just like that. Perfect. Bring a little color to this side. And it's still wet, so I'm trying my best to be careful. All right. Very nice. Before I have a huge mess, let me wipe this up. All right. Now I need to bring in my instrument. And for that, I have these little kind of like puffy sticker, chrome finished stickers here from the Dollar Tree. And I thought we would just put one of these on here. Or a couple of them. Oh, I like that one. Let's do that one. Making music. Let's see, do I want to put a second one? I like those drums. Okay, I like that. There, we've got ourselves a nice journal card. But to finish that off, I think I was thinking about doing an eyelet, but I didn't grab an eyelet. So we're going to skip that process. But we are going to make a little slit here. Almost done, guys. Just add the finishing touches. Okay, just a small little slit so we can bring in some ribbon. A small piece of this chiffon ribbon, I think. And to complement that blue, I've got some blue ribbon here. Let's see if I can get that through. That is a pretty tag journal card. But to finish that off even further, I have a bull pen and a pretty little charm with the little music symbol that I took so long drawing. And we're going to add that just to finish this piece off. What do you think, guys? Isn't that cute? Oh, adorable. I really like that. It came out better, actually better than I thought. And I know it took a minute to get my watercolor down, but I think that finished piece is really nice. I almost feel like we need a word. I thought I had in this little pile here. Let me see. Nope, nothing I want in there. Okay, I was thinking about doing a word element, but I think that's good there. I really like that. All right, guys, I hope you guys like the make. I'm going to call that one done. But before I let you go, we've got to pull our prompts for next week. Okay? And we're finished. Get my die out. Let's roll the dice. 1. Oh, wow. See what we get. I'm not looking. One. All right, our prompt to work off of next week, hidden. The prompt is hidden for next week, guys. All right, I'm all done. Thank you hope you guys stuck through this whole video. I really am pleased with the finished look there. The prompts for this week were instrument and rainbow. And for next week, the prompt is a single, all by itself, the word hidden. How you interpret that is completely up to you. We'll have to think about that and we'll see what I come up with for next week. Thank you so very much for stopping by my channel. I hope you guys liked the video today. If you found something of value, please hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment and a like. But as always, take care, God bless, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.